Good morning, yoga friends. It's Emily this morning, and I had a really powerful day yesterday, and I wanted to share with you something that happened inside me. Basically, I really connected to something that I say a lot, but it just became really true for me today, for me yesterday. I was thinking about how we all have our own personal truth, and I was trying to figure out what my personal truth was yesterday and what that meant for my future. And it was one of those days again where everything was very synchronized. Everything seemed to be happening perfectly how it was supposed to happen. But I was like, what does this all mean? What is this telling me? And so I was looking for an external source, and part of that is just like giving up control and surrendering to the moment. But another part of that is I feel like sometimes I think that I don't know the answer, that I need to look outside myself to find the answer. And so I was really inspired to just kind of look inside myself and figure out what my truth was in that moment, what was my heart really telling me, and what was I afraid of, what was holding me back. And I feel like each of us know that truth inside ourselves, but for some reason we decide that something else is more important. Something else needs to come first. And then we make all these distractions for ourselves so we don't actually accomplish what we know we're meant to do. And so I was trying to think if the things I was doing were distracting me or if they were helping me get there. So that was an interesting process, and the truth just became clearer as I evaluated that. And it was one of those days where I had to go with the flow, and it felt like it was pulling me away from what my truth was, but I think in reality it was leading me there. So I did have to trust in the process of what was happening and give up control and surrender, but I also had to keep my mind and my heart connected to what I thought that truth was. So it was a process of trust, a process of acceptance of what actually was going on, and being able to just be in the moment. So kind of what I've been talking about. And how this relates to juicing is that the other day I got up and I was telling you about it. My computer stopped working and I needed to figure that out so I could make a video for everyone, because that was what I knew I needed to do. And so when I figured that out, I realized that I wasn't in a good space to actually have made that video earlier in the day. But as the day went on, I became more available to that space, which was a really great thing. I was really glad that I had that realization, and it also connected me to the ritual of juicing. And so this morning when I woke up, I wrote something that was on my mind, something that I needed to get off my chest. It was very important, and it was about a conversation I had last night that really impacted me, and I felt like I was dreaming about it, and so I had to connect that person right off the bat and give that person what was really truly on my mind and my heart. So I had to get that off my chest. But then I moved away from the computer and went straight to preparing my juice. And I've been trying to incorporate that as part of like a meditative practice. And what I realized is that a lot of my great ideas come to me when I'm in the shower or when I'm really relaxed and chilled out. And so that juicing preparation stage is part of that. So I'm trying to incorporate that earlier in my morning, just like my yoga practice, to help me move into that space of being in the moment and finding more peace. And so my yoga practice for me is more about bringing what my ideas are to action, and I feel like I have a lot of inspiration to bring action to my life right now. So my yoga practice tends to be more relaxing, more of a downtime for myself, so it's not as active, to help balance out my activity level and all the energy I'm putting out. So those are the ways that I'm balancing my life, my head, my heart, my spirit. And so I encourage you today to really look inside yourself and find your truth. I know you know what that is. And what is it that you need to do and surrender to be able to find that and allow that to be present in your life. Okay? So I hope that helps. And I hope that you know that I'm always thinking about everyone, and you inspire me to do these videos. So please let me know what you think if something touches you, because that feeds what I say and what I do. So thank you so much for all you give, and I hope you have a fabulous day. Namaste, everyone.